Those fucking gumshoes. Always taking their sweet time. They just don't give two shits about us sitting here in the cold.
See how it feels? Last time I was waiting 3 hours for you, you twat.
Dude, I told you. I had this girl in my car.
Not a word more, Daryl. You're disgusting using your badge like that.
Disgusting. Your mother said something different when...
Oh, detective. Welcome. Daryl, get lost. Time for grown-up talk.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I know standing like this sucks. So, what do we have here?
No worries. I know the traffic at this hour. This looks like an open and shut case if I've ever seen one. So, do your thing and we can all go home.
What do we know?
Someone called in a dead body. Hang up right after. Probably didn't want to become a witness. First, we thought the dead guy was another druggie. The city is a meat grinder. Meat comes in to make a buck. Meat comes out in a plastic bag. Then, we scanned his chip. Turns out, he's actually a congressman. Was. Not a big fish, but famous enough to make it to tonight's news. Half of his campaign was about cleaning the city of drugs.
Suspected cause of...
Classic oxy overdose. Half of this fucking city is on this shit. Though, I haven't seen a politician drug himself to death yet. New day, new adventure.
Any information about him?
44, married, 6 kids. 6 fucking kids. I got 2, and I sometimes want to kill myself. Well, I guess at least in this particular case, he lived what he preached.
When was the call?
Just over 2 hours ago. Since then, no one but us was present at the scene, until your arrival.
Anything on him?
Is this a trick question? Batting down dead guys is your job. Didn't want to spoil you the fun.
Anything interesting in the crime scene?
Yeah. See this wall behind with his campaign poster? Someone wrote 666 all over it. Number of the devil. This whole fucking city's a devil's playhouse.
Let me take a look around. Today is free of any notes, but next days are filled with meetings and calls. Tomorrow he was supposed to attend the budget vote in a big pharma special commission. His hands are uncharacteristically dirty. Historic signing of a major military contract. Date on the back shows it happened a week ago. Tattoo on his left arm.
So, what do you think? Man had a complete nervous breakdown after what?
Something doesn't smell right. I need more time to investigate.
As you wish. I just hope you're not one of those weirdos who sniff every corner. My wife's going to kill me if I don't come back to help with the kids.
Allow me to interrupt you for a moment. Perhaps you've noticed the pictures that occasionally display in the bottom left corner of the screen?
Home, sweet home. I remember that place very well, unfortunately. White pills. Half of the box is empty. Looks like strong painkillers.
I could really use a coffee right now. killing me.
Will of the people. It seems not everyone agrees. Empty boxes and old newspapers. Nothing.
Now, look at that. Huh. What a find. I started to think you're quite a nut job, looking through the trash. Guess that's why I'm no detective.
Sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty.
Man with a work ethic. I won't lie. I'd rather be at home already, but at the same time, I'm impressed. Anyway, show me this photo.
Have a look. He had a peculiar hobby for a family man.
Look at him go. Always the same thing with those holier-than-thou politicians. I would figure he's quite a stud with those 6 children of his. Seems you cracked the puzzle. Dude was caught cheating, got anxious about losing his image and legacy, and wanted to ease it out. Those 6s on the wall was the 6th commandment. Thou shalt not commit adultery. That fella had to have quite a nervous breakdown. Choose the wrong alley and wrong pills.
This investigation is not over yet. You got it?
Seriously? Listen, this knucklehead Daryl and I were on our feet for 12 straight hours. You haven't eaten, and it's freezing here. What else do you want to find?
Listen, boys, just give me a little extra time. Need to make sure I'm not missing anything. Looks like a dead end. Pretty dodgy here.
Good evening. This is Eric Anderson with 105 bringing you Void City's news. Tomorrow's will be the first public hearing using the so-called People's Act Article 6 to charge 4 big pharmaceutical corporations with knowingly putting highly addictive drugs on the market. Watch our special report showcase tonight, which reveals the hearing is a hoax intended to turn your attention away from the voting scandal. In our top story, the Void City Council has announced a new initiative to expand green spaces across the city. The project aims to increase urban parks and community gardens, enhancing environmental sustainability and resident well-being. That's all for now. Stay tuned to VCR 185 and 5 for more updates. Wishing you a pleasant evening in Void City.
Someone thought they were throwing it into the water. They didn't notice safety nets for junkies and suicide attempts. Oh man, first time this sick city actually helped me. Ocean. Everywhere you go in this country. There it is. Can't escape it. There is something soothing listening to it. home. This isn't coming together. How is that possible? This tattoo was made here? Did he make it on his own? Did he make this tattoo himself? Why write all these numbers on the wall? How is that possible? Got something wrong here. Someone tried to use this photo for blackmail. I wonder who and why. Pretty solid, but not whole. That's not it. Feels right, but not fully. This 6 symbol might be referring to Article 6. But there's not enough evidence yet. What's missing? Wait, that's wrong. Something's off. Got something wrong here. Something's off. Someone else was here. It was not a suicide or an overdose. It was a murder. I need to run a fingerprint scan on the droid.
Scanning has been initiated. Enhancing. Partial fingerprints detected. Connecting to database. Access denied. I'm sorry. My request was rejected for unknown reason.
Listen, I like you. I really do. You're not like those other assholes they keep sending us. So, I will be very honest. Here's what will happen. This case is going to be written down as a suicide. If you play along and keep silent, I will make sure you get your cut. A big one. Let's call it a starting bonus.
Okay. Let's do it your way.
In other news, the body of a conservative congressman was discovered in a downtown alley. Preliminary investigation suggests he died of a prescription painkiller overdose. The police are currently working to determine whether this was a planned suicide or an incident. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available.